Let me light this up on here so I can read the comments. Yo, Daniel. Can you hear me okay? I'm at the Porsche shop. And we are going to talk about taxes. Why am I sideways? Am I sideways on your screen? Bam! All right, now we're good. Yeah, we got a lot to talk about here. This has been bugging me. It's been eating at me. Let's see if we get some more people in here. What's up, Pale Rider? Yeah, yes you were, Anthony. I'm here now. Waiting for this snow to end, and it's supposed to turn to rain. I got a load going to North Carolina. Yeah, good morning. And from North Carolina, I have one coming back to Florence, New Jersey. And I called the guy yesterday on my truck and said, February's coming and going. What the hell? He said any day. Any day. So I want to be here, not in Texas, for any day. Yeah. But if you're watching this on the replay, I don't know if I'm going to leave this up. I may leave this up. But I keep watching these other YouTubers' videos. What's up, CPAP? You'll probably want to pay attention to this. And their total misconception of taxes, depreciation, and lack of just friggin' business sense. Just because you got 30 years in this business doesn't mean you know how to run a business. You could have been lucky. Yeah, we all pay taxes, which is a good sign. That means you made money. Now, I guess I'm going to start off with this with the depreciation, because that seems to be the biggest thing that's really eating me up. And we can all agree that you're only allowed to depreciate a newer used over-the-road tractor for 3 years, right? Which is really 4 years. The last year you get a little over 7%, but 3 years. So the big misconception is, well, I have a 5-year, the guys are working. I have a 5-year loan on my truck. What's up, Salty? And, I paid X amount for this truck, and I can only depreciate my payments for 3 years. Well, no. You're depreciating the value of the asset for 3 years. You're going to get every penny of it. It's not the government's fault your broke ass had to finance this truck for 15 years. But anyways, so I did a little math. So I just based it on a $160,000 truck, which is probably the average. You get Peterbilt 180, it could be 140, 150, whatever, 160. For ease of math, I did it at 160. So if you finance that for 5 years, your payment is $26.66 a month. Now, I know you're saying, I'll get back to the comments in a minute. I'm kind of on a roll. Now, I know you're saying to yourself, well, Rob, there's interest involved in that, so the payment wouldn't be that low. It would be more. Yes, it would. But the interest is deductible forever. 100% for the calendar year you paid that in. So even after depreciation's gone and you still have the payment and you pay, $4,000 in that calendar year, That $4,000 is 100% deductible. So that's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about depreciation. So that equates to, so if you're paying $26.66 a month, that's about $32,000 a year. Now, right off of Pub 946, IRS, the depreciation schedule is listed. Yeah, your rental's taxed. That's 100% tax deductible. So the first year you get 33.33%. The second year 44.45%. The third year 14.8%, and the fourth year 7.1%. So on a $160,000 truck where you're paying $32,000 a year, the first year depreciation is $53,328 plus the interest that you pay. You're in the plus for $21,329 on your taxes that you're not going to pay tax on income. The second year, you're going to be allowed to deduct $71,000 from your taxes, where you're only paid in $32,000. You're in the plus for $39,000. That's $40,000 you're not going to pay tax on. So how are you getting screwed? This just blows my mind. This is basic business. You don't understand this, fucking don't make videos. Now the third year, 14.8%. You could deduct $23,000. You paid in $32,000. Now you're in the negative for $8,000. So, but you're not. You gained it. It's one of the few times in taxes that you can recoup it early. You can capture your expense early. Now, I don't know why they have it this way, because it's only a useful life on these trucks for so long. And, so this is why, one of the reasons why mega carriers only have trucks 3-4 years old. And one of them is basically for the warranty. The second one is for depreciation. The useful life is over. Get rid of it. It's out of warranty. I can't write it off anymore. Done. Move on to the next one. Now, it should be in everybody's cost for doing business. Should figure out a way to mimic the mega carriers, their whole process. You should have a new truck, and it should be part of your business plan. But no, everybody's greedy. I could buy a truck for $25,000 and make the same as you buying a truck for $160,000. But doing that, you're rolling the dice. You might as well go put that $25,000 in Vegas and put it on black. Because you're driving around having Jesus take the wheel. Do some people do it successfully? Yeah. Yes, they do. They get lucky. Things don't break. Things break. Things break on a brand new truck. They just break. It's mechanical. It's going to break. So let's change this whole business plan just a hair. Say you were gonna, I've used this methodology before, so with a bakery. Say you're gonna do a bakery. Now you're gonna need a location to bake your bullshit, whatever it is. So you have a choice of two. One is $3,000 a month. It's nice, clean facility. It's newer. One's $1,000 a month. It's an old beat-up facility in a bad part of town. Now, wouldn't you write your business plan to pay the $3,000 a month to have the newer facility? It's not going to require as much maintenance and upkeep on the building. There's not a good chance of it falling down the next day. Oh, we're getting a delivery. And it's not going to kill you in upkeep. You're just writing this in as cost of doing business instead of trying to be the, the most profitable and rolling the dice. I mean, obviously, if you got a 5-year-old truck and it's paid off and your maintenance is minimal, you're doing great, man. Good for you. Keep up. You know, most of us aren't that lucky. You know, ship breaks down on a regular, and it's just the way it happens. So you write this in your business plan. And another part that kills me too is when, you know, I'm watching the business plans and cost per mile, cost per day, cost per month, and you put all your home bills in there, which is kind of important. You need to know what your home bills are. But that's not as important as running a business. The first thing you need to do is make sure that your business is going to survive. Having your home bills in there and knowing what you need to make is fine. But everybody's home bills are different. You live high off the hog. Some the businesses won't support it. So why would you have that in your business plan? I mean, that's just makes no sense. And it's important to know, because you know how much you're going to have to need to pay your mortgage, feed your kids, whatever. I get it. But you also need to know exactly what it's going to cost for this to survive. It goes back to the bakery, so the $3,000 a month rent or the $1,000 a month rent. How much do I need to make for this business to survive? Because if the business doesn't survive, there's no chance in the future of me surviving, for me paying my personal expenses. So your business is a living thing. It needs to survive. How do I make it survive? And then how do I make it profitable for me to survive? And then don't live high off the hog and spend all my money on bullshit, where now my personal cost per mile went up to $1. What's up? Yeah, it's been eating at me. The tax basis of depreciation. Everybody has this misconception that they can only write their payment off for the first 3 years, and then the last 2 years they're screwed. Well, I'm screwed. No. You captured that money at the beginning. It's one of the few times you get a tax break and the government gives you something ahead of time. So the best part of this business plan, you know, when you finally roll into it, like I am, every 3 years get a new one. Now, you can recapture that money again. However, the money on the truck you just paid, if there's equity, you know, you got to recapture it as income, which is fine. That's fine. I can sit here and do the math on that too. It works out. You just need to make your cost of doing business is going to be a little higher. Your profit per mile is going to be a little. Your cost per day is going to be a little bit higher. So you're going to have to take those loads where you're profitable. But, yeah, I'm doing all the math for my cost per day. You know, I could do loads for a tow truck. You hear the beeping? Mercedes on the tow truck. Cha-ching. You know, I could still do these loads for $1.10 a mile and still make money. So, all right, let's see what's going on in the comments here. Yeah, your rental's 100% tax deductible, Daniel. Every friggin' penny. Rolling the dice. Rolling the dice. Yeah, Anthony's the dice man. Yeah, CPAP, yeah, I understand. Try not to kill somebody. like that guy in the fuel island. I had to cut a whole thing out of that. And later on, I thought about it, and I was like, well, I'm pissed. I'm running up, guns drawn. Hey, idiot. And I'm thinking, well, if this guy was 6'8", comes out and whoops my ass. Oh well, it'll be the first time, it'll be the last. So if you're an idiot, 6'8", with a 4.41, you need to be told. So don't do this again. Over an hour in the fuel aisle. What's that about? Who taught you this? Your trainer teach you this? Your trainer probably had 3 months experience? So yeah, that's my rant. My rant on taxes. Yes. That's any purchase. You can recoup it. It's new to you. Doesn't matter how new or old the tangible asset is. It's new to you. So you purchased it and you paid X amount for it. So you can definitely deduct it in this manner. And I suggest it, especially on a used truck. So you get to recoup it. All right. So say you pay $40,000 for a used truck. First year is 33%, 12 grand. Second year is 44%, 16 grand. So you're recouping most of it the first 2 years. Right? Say the thing blows up. Now it's aim of shit. So what are you gonna do? You put $30,000 motor in a truck that's worth $30,000? No. So you recoup the money off your asset already. I'm gonna better do this right this year. I'm doing my taxes. Yeah, fortunate for you guys, I have a little bit of a tax background. I worked back in the 90s. Racing wasn't always lucrative. I had the kids to feed and this and that. I did taxes for years in the winter time. Worked for 2 different major companies. And one of them I was in a premium office for years. It was boring. I hated it. I hate the worst is when you do your taxes, when you go be as honest as you possibly can with the guy doing your taxes. If he's smart, he'll know what to do. People come in and lie to you, and then their tax return gets kicked, and it's your fault. How's it my fault? You lied to me. You didn't tell me you had this $25,000 1099 extra income. Or the biggest thing I saw people's taxes getting kicked for was dependents. They claim IRS is big on dependents. If you're divorced, whoever claims that kid first gets it. And then you got to file an inter-spouse form and all this shit if you actually were entitled to that deduction. But yeah, somebody was telling me for years. I had a trucking business before this at Federal Express. I was in a contractor, and I probably did at least 15 of the 40 contractors there. I did their taxes. And one of the ones that I didn't do their taxes on kept telling me how great his accountant was, year after year after year. This guy's the best. Saves me all kinds of money. He's the best. This and that. When it came down 4 years later, there was a problem. Hey, can you take a look at my taxes? Sure, let me take a look. So I'm looking at it. And this guy wasn't good. He was a goddamn thief. He was a liar. I'm looking at the guy's taxes, and there's ghost trucks on there. The guy had 3 trucks. He's writing off 5. There's 2 trucks he's writing off don't even exist. Really? This is your great accountant? You're the one that signs that tax return. You're the one that's going to pay the price. You get audited. Where's these trucks? Oh, you got this one, you got that one. Where's this one? So, yeah, be real careful with letting people do your taxes, because in the end, you sign that tax return. So you agree to it. So you are responsible. I don't care who filled it out. You are responsible. At one point, I took that EA test, enrolled agent test, because if you get audited, your Aunt Mary could be, she could know more than any CPA and any enrolled agent, but if she's not an enrolled agent, she can't go in and into an audit and help you with your taxes. So you have to take that test. I took that test and passed it, but I never did anything with it. I was, at that point, I was done doing taxes in the wintertime. One company I worked for, I went in, I got paid by the page on the tax return. So I went into the mall where they used to bust people in. There was a line. Man, I made so much money doing taxes back then. Oh, not every third person just lie. Why are you lying? Tell me the truth. I'll bend it for you. But, all right, it's my rant. I don't know if I'm 20 minutes in. I know I get a lot of people on Zello asking tax questions. I can answer. I don't keep up with the tax code like I used to. But I still understand a lot. I probably forgot more than most people know. I've done thousands of tax returns. Thousands. Getting a headache thinking about it. And the tax return for this place is just can be 100 pages. I gotta do that soon. Get a headache thinking about that. But I haven't been on Zello for a while. Somebody pissed me off, so I'm gonna stay off of there. If you want to get in touch with me, you know how. Shoot me an email. Glad you got my phone number. Send me a text, personal message. Oh, I hear a race car running. I don't know if you can hear it. I guess we go look at it. Out in the snow. Snowing up where you're at, Anthony Blackbeard? It's gonna be some bullshit weather. It's supposed to turn to rain around noontime. So I don't have to pick up until 3, which is fine with me because I have to go through DC, and the later, the better. The earlier, the longer you just sit in traffic. So hopefully, and then south of here it's supposed to be all rain. I'm hoping to do my own taxes this year for my 1099. Do I have to itemize the deductions, or can I just enter the taxable income number? Schmitty the trucker. Is this for a trucking business? So, all right. Let's start off with while he's typing that in. Let's start off with this. Anytime somebody sends you a 1099, you should lick your friggin' chops. Even if you're a company guy and you're working for Joe Schmo's Bakery, they're taking taxes out of there all the time, and then on the side, you're, I'm just trying to see for 2 months, messed up and had to do it up. Yeah, all right, I'll get to you in a second. And you're doing something on the side, and they send you a 1099, hell yeah. Now you're going to file a Schedule C, and you're going to deduct everything you could possibly think of, every breath you took during that time. You made that money for that company, because it is 100% everything. All right, so Schmitty, you're going to have to file a Schedule C because that was a business. And it's not that complicated. You know, the tax cut program, I always use IRS, not IRS, uh, H&R Block tax cut. Why does it hit me? I work for H&R Block. I mean, that should be burned in. H&R Block tax cut, year after year. Probably used that for the last 15 years. Keeps everything in there. You know, the other one's good. There's a bunch of them that are good, and they're making taxes easy now. You know, they got rid of a bunch of deductions and doubled your personal exemption and da, 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 da. So yes, Schmitty, you want to keep track of every friggin' expense you had for those 2 months because they are 100% deductible, and you're going to deduct that on your Schedule C, your cell phone, everything, all the fuel. You're going to get per diem. So if you were leased on to them, did you lease a truck for them for the 2 months? Yeah, TurboTax. I've never used that. I pay for the H&R Block program every year, and it's for the small business one. Um, it's over $100. So it's that's money well spent. I'm not familiar with TurboTax, but I know it's fine. It works well, and they ask you. They have worksheets that that ask you questions, and so they know which direction to point you in and what to fill out. But yeah, for those 2 months, every penny is deductible. So you're going to want to do a Schedule C. And I know the HR Block one does it. I'm sure Tax Cut does it because people have small businesses. They run out of their house every day. And especially if somebody screws up and sends you a 1099. Oh man, the years I was racing, I got a 1099. Holy, those were the best. Because you always spent more than you made. Those were the best. You write off everything you did. Not only don't you pay any tax, your wife doesn't. Everything she paid in, you get back. Oh, okay, Dan. Yeah, I know who you are now. So you're still working for Schneider, right? You're just an employee. You're just not an IC. Same thing with you, Salty. Oh, okay. Every penny you paid out, Salty, is all deductible. Everything for that time that you were in business. Now, where the issue arises is, it's hard to go below zero unless it's a tax credit on a Schedule C. The only time you have to be an S corp, just an LLC. It's kind of hard to go below zero, and if you go below zero for more than 3 years, then it's a hobby. And there's all kinds of rules involved with this. But if you're a regular corporation, you can go below zero and carry that loss forward year after year. Except for now, you opened up another can of worms. You got to pay corporate tax, and you got to file quarterly corporate returns, and it gets complicated. Yeah, for sure. For sure, Salty. So, yep, that's my rant on depreciation. It's always worth it. Always. You financing a truck for 7 years, it's not the government's fault your broke ass couldn't pay for that truck. And when you guys are writing business plans, make sure you write it in there. Start with a business plan with a new truck payment. And you're going to suffer the first couple of years. If your payment's, $3,500 a month, then, after 3 years, trade it in. That $3,500 a month's you're going to have some equity. The next payment's not going to be as high. And you're going to have to suffer through this. Nobody hands you anything. If it was that easy, everybody would be doing it. There's a way to make it work out on paper. And like I said, I always try to, when I write a business plan, I leave my personal life out of it. What does this business need to sustain life? How is it going to survive all by itself? That's important. And from there, how do I pay myself? How does this become profitable? Some years you're going to make money, some years you're not. Everybody wants to make money, and, well, who doesn't? The second, it costs them money, oh God, this is the worst business in the world, I'm out. I can tell you, the business I'm sitting in right now has been here for 12 years. And there's years it cost me money. Can you imagine going to work all year and it cost you money out of your pocket? Yeah, it cost me money. But yeah, it's still here. And it's making money. Like I said, if everything was all rosy, peaches and cream, it was that easy, everybody'd be doing it. Alright, well, that's my rant. Get back on to making just regular trucking videos. Try to put some business of trucking videos up once in a while because it's amazing when one idiot tells another idiot something and then now it's gospel. It's the word. It just makes my skin crawl. Gonna be in this business, you gotta know the facts, man. It's tough, I know. It consumes my life, I can tell you that. I'm constantly reading, researching, tax code, tax breaks, this expense, that expense. What if? The big what if. What if I do this? What if I do that? Always think stuff full circle. If I do this, what's the repercussions around? That's where people fail the most. They don't look at the big picture and think things through full circle. Currently, what if I buy a new truck and I fail and it doesn't work out? Now I'm gonna lose everything. Well, currently, it's very difficult to buy a damn truck. I don't know what 3 years from now is going to bring. Damn, if I knew that, that'd be great. If you fail, you're going to sell that truck, and you're going to get out from under it. You're not going to be 160 in the hole. You may lose 20 grand, which you can recover from. The key thing is don't fail. Know your numbers. Know what the business needs to survive. And then what do I need to survive? Because, like I said, if the business doesn't make it, you don't make it. And there's going to be some lean years. So, alright. Love you, brother. Preach that shit. Hell yeah, Salty. It's tough when Dumb and Dumber start arguing with each other. And it's like, well, this guy that in the truck stop told me, and he's a friggin' idiot. But he's got 30 years experience. He's been doing this for 30 years. Yeah, I don't know how he made it. He must have got an inheritance at some point and bailed his dumb ass out. It's tough. Business is tough, and you can get some bad breaks for no fault of your own. You know, you could know all this shit and still fail. Salty can attest to that. You just got a bad break. But I always prepare for that bad break. And I'm prepared to live at zero. And I could go on with this, but I'm not going to. Let's end it here. Oh, God. And it's just all the dumb versus dumbers. It's all going through my head now, and it's swelling, you know, that people, I started this business so I don't have to work. Oh, God. Just quit now. Just quit now. Yeah. I work 7 days a week, have forever. I'm sure you can, you know, you guys were probably, when I was on 360, you could look Christmas Day. I was here working. You know, you're going to be in business, it's a 7-day, 24/7 adventure. And if you don't want to commit to that, don't do it. All right, Salty. Be safe out there. I'm sure I'll bump into you again. Yeah, I'm out. So, good luck, everybody. Be safe. Be profitable. Research things 360. You got it, Dan. Good luck to you, brother. I hope all works out and you get back in a truck. That Schneider IC that Schneider IC program isn't bad. That, you know, people bitch that the truck payments exorbitant. Well, yeah, they're giving you a $160,000 truck. They're making sure they're going to make some money off of you. But you can still make it. I would suggest it to people that want to get into owner-operator. I would suggest you try to get into the IC program at Schneider. I mean, they have a large pool of freight to choose from. You're not out here, you know, when you're in the spot market, you're thrown to the wolves. They have a lot of drop and hook. They have a plethora of freight for you to move. If you're willing to work, you can make money there. And that's a good stepping stone. Oh, money phone. That's a good stepping stone to this business. And you get in there and you pay the lease off, and now you got a truck. Now you can go on the spot market, and you know what you got to do to work hard, because you know you got to work hard there to make your money. They make it easy. They have a lot of freight. You know, it's kind of hard to fail there. If you fail there, no power. I don't know the criteria for going back. Had a fender bender, but nothing for them. Okay, my contract. I go back and that's oh, I got you. Yeah. Yeah, that's another thing. Is this business that revolves around insurance, and I was watching that one YouTuber that has I don't want to put his name out there, but he has 90,000 followers, so you could probably figure it out from there. And he got in an accident. And he didn't video the accident, but the aftermath and the explanation of what happened and this and that. I don't know. It's probably his fault. I don't know if the insurance company gets a hold of this YouTuber and his videos and everything, you know. I give him credit for being candid and putting his life out there. But he's a company driver, and he got an accident that was, you know, in my mind, clearly his fault. That puts you at risk for the insurance company. Now you're a friggin' liability. And it's plastered all over the internet. Yeah, get rid of this guy or we're canceling your insurance. So, you know, that's what you're doing with Schneider, Dan. But I think Schneider is self-insured. But, yeah, there's got to be some kind of liability. They probably have rider insurance and something. I'm sure they put the bond up, but Gotta be something with that. But, yeah, when in doubt, don't do it. That's in trucking. Kind of like when you're backing up. I think I'm gonna hit this guy. Get out and look. Don't do stupid passes. Take your time. You'll be fine. That's why people get millions of miles accident free, right, Pal Rider? So, all right, I'm out. Peace. Be safe. Be profitable. Know your shit. Do your research. I'm sure some fucking know-it-all is going to come on here and tell everything I said bullshit because their uncle told them, their friend of their uncle told them, and their uncle told them, and blah. Go to facts. Go to facts. Taxes are easy. 1 + 1 = 2 always. So, all right, I'm out. Later, everybody.